Before we take a look at some great passes, I want to talk about Michael Essie's hole shot. Amazing. When you time the gate, sometimes you can do this and get away with it, but when it doesn't work, it turns bad because you run into the gate. So for me, I'm not a fan of timing the gate. I think you watch the gate, watch closely, get a good reaction, and do all of the things that you need to do to get a good start. So with that said, let's keep an eye on Ryan Villopoto. Here running about 5th, having a problem, and then dropping back a little bit and ending up in 7th place. So with that said, let's watch Villopoto in his setup and his passes and exactly how it's done. First of all, remember you have to have a choice of lines and you can't pass a rider if you're following him. There are two ways to make a pass. One, come in from the inside and take the line away, or set up wide. If you're going to do a crossover pass, you have to set up wide so that you can get alongside of the rider so you can make the cut to come back underneath him. Then as you cut back underneath, hopefully you'll get a good drive running a shorter distance to be able to catch and pass him going down that next straightaway. Once you've made that pass, it's then time to start focusing on the next rider. Lap 2 and Ryan Villopoto is not even on the board yet, but that's going to change very shortly. Obviously being faster is very important, but also making good decisions. At this point, Ryan Villopoto has to decide, do I go inside to try to make the pass, or am I not close enough? So I need to go outside so I can carry more momentum around the corner, hopefully getting the drive to be able to make the pass down the next straightaway. Again, very important, don't follow. Think about what the rider in front of you is going to do and what your move is going to need to be no matter what he does. Here Villopoto gets a bit of a break as Brock Tickle overshoots the jump a little, loses momentum, sees Villopoto coming and lets him go by. And now we're going to get a real aggressive look at Roxon and Villopoto coming through the pack. As Roxon comes aggressive through the whoops, cuts to the inside and makes the pass. When you get ready to make these kinds of moves, you'd better be good with both brakes, particularly with that front, to be able to get the bike slowed down and make sure that you don't make contact with the other riders. In this part of the turn, I want you to pay particular attention that all three of these riders all are in a different line, and remembering that Josh Grant on the 33 was on the far outside, and none of them were using the same line. Again, Villopoto went into the turn before with a setup and a plan for what he was going to do in this corner, hitting the jump and running to the inside, knowing that he was going to take that line away and hold the inside to make another pass. While Villopoto completes his pass, Roxon has a plan of his own. How he's going to get around the 33 of Josh Grant, running through the whoops a little more aggressively and going to the inside. There's only one problem. He can't get slowed down and stopped enough, tries to make a little bit of a block, while Grant cuts back underneath, carrying more momentum and regaining that position. While all that cat and mouse game was going on, Villopoto decides he's going to capitalize on the whole thing, or at least have the opportunity to, and get back to the inside to put a surprise move on both of these guys who didn't see this one coming. Okay, that's how you get from 7th to 2nd in a matter of about 3 laps, but there's a problem. The leader is out front and he's gone, but you still have 3 laps left and a lot of work to do. So now it's time to put your head down and get to work and go after that #1 spot and hope you can make one more pass. Now Villopoto can see Alessi, and Alessi's probably starting to feel the pressure because it looks as though he's making a few mistakes. There may not be a lot of passing going on right now, but I can tell you that there's a lot of aggression going on here and a lot of want to win by both of these riders. Villopoto does everything that he can, using as little racetrack as he can, being as aggressive as he can, and holding nothing back to try to take this heat race win from Mike Alessi. Mike for sure is doing a great job, but what you can't do here is you can't be looking back. Once you start looking back and worrying too much about that guy, he's going to get you. RV goes to the inside, does a little brake check. Mike decides perfect opportunity, slowed down, gave me an opportunity, but RV gives it one more shot and no go. Mike, congratulations, good job.